Light and shadow, something I've been fascinated by for some time now. It's like watching something alive. Or watching something under a microscope. It's just photons, right? Photons are particles that have both wave properties and properties that resemble mass. They don't quite have mass, but they resemble particles that have mass. So photons are very interesting. They're the fastest moving particles that we know of. They can transfer energy to other particles. From what I recall, this is college physics. Don't recall a lot of it, but the wave slit experiment was definitive in the sense that it proved that photons change behavior in the presence of an observer, and not just a camera, because the camera could be there, but with a human observer, the photons actually behave differently than they would without a human observer. It's sort of fascinating. They behave as waves, but with a human observer watching them, they suddenly start behaving like particles. Isn't that a form of communication? Isn't that a form of acknowledgement? Oh, look, a butterfly and a dragonfly. That's interesting. They're both around there somewhere. It's a red dragonfly. And it's a black and white butterfly that I've seen before. There it is. That's the butterfly first there. Right at the very tippy top. Often we see things only after they take flight. That's when we notice, oh, there was a butterfly there. There we go. Photons are constantly entering our eyes. It's always sort of fun to imagine that what I'm seeing now is because of the photons that originated many billions of miles away. Actually, I don't think the sun is billions of miles, it's only a few million miles. A few million miles away. Probably created a few minutes ago. Traveled through vast distance, arrived on Earth, blanketed a part of Earth, including San Diego, including this particular patch in San Diego, and then bounced from the objects in that patch into our eyes. And it's some sort of cosmic joke that the color of the objects that I see is the color that the object rejected or reflected, whatever you want to say. The rest of the colors were all absorbed by these objects. So when we see someone, or when we see an object, or when we see a plant, that is the color that the plant is giving out. It's not retaining. Which sort of is, kind of an interesting commentary on human behavior, I suppose.
I can literally like reach out to him. I'm touching that. There's also a boy. I am. you. Yeah.
The idea of layering is not just something light does. Light travels from the sun through the clouds, through the leaves, onto this bench. Yeah, several layers there.
Come on in.
I like to imagine that, as a hypothetical, this sunlight or the photons that are here are giving me a specific message. This message is meant only for me. What if that was true? Fun thing to speculate. What if that is true? That would require an extraordinary amount of simulation, right? It would imply that the communication is happening by the control of the barriers, or you can call them filters if you like, and what percolates through those filters is the message. What is allowed to go through? fortunately, we're not limited to just personal messages on benches. We can see the whole world, right? If we're blessed with eyesight, we can see what the world is showing us based on the play of light and shadow in the world. It would imply that every single thing we see is what we are meant to see. The vanity of humanity, I think, is in believing that whoever created these planets in their orbits from just, gas and matter, just star stuff, right? Whoever created this stuff is not actually in control of the messages that we see and hear and feel. That's our vanity, right? We think that we are the independent actors. Or the flip side is also possibly true. Who am I to say? It could be that we are independent actors, just going about our day and getting crowded here. Probably time to go, but
You guys can go ask.
Come here. No.
probably just going about our day. No coordination,
Take a picture with the turtle.
just everything, the clouds, the leaves above that allow the sunlight to filter through and then shine on this bench or on the water. All of it is just coincidental. Our births were coincidental, although, there were some very specific choices that our ancestors had to make. And if you start counting those probabilities, our chances of being here are very minuscule. Somebody tried that. Somebody tried to count the probabilities of us being here based on choices that were made by our ancestors. And what they sort of ended up with after being boggled by the possibilities and how tiny they were, that our existence on this planet is actually, a reality, or at least, a dreamlike reality, whatever you want to call it. They were boggled by the idea that, say someone 100 generations ago made a choice to meet someone, and they had offspring, and that offspring then met someone else who had offspring. On down the line, 100 generations went by. Each one of those people who decided to have a child had to make life decisions, right? Of creating. And then out of all the possible sperms that were released, only one sperm was allowed entry into the egg. So when you think of it that way, the probabilities of our existence being here at this moment in time are extremely small. We are incredible products of chance, if you think it is chance. So those are the two options in any person's consideration, that we are here with very low probability, but it's still just a chance. It was just all coincidental. It was all just, coincidence. He met her, and they had children, and then the children had children, and the children had children, etc., 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 etc. And you keep going doing that. Some children went to wars, other children did not. Some survived, some did not. And here we are in this particular moment, receiving sunlight from photons, receiving photons into our eyes. Is it all a coincidence? That's what the world teaches you. It's all coincidental. Our DNA is coincidental. Our, adaptations are coincidental. Our conscience is coincidental. Everything is just random mutations of DNA. That's all it is.
Where are the freshmen in your rooms? I cannot help you.
And if you believe that, then the light we are seeing right now is also just, the randomness of sunlight percolating through clouds, through leaves, and onto the sea. It's all random, right? Everything is random then. Only we are not random. That's the irony, I suppose. That we believe that we are actors, that we have agency, that we have volition, that we have, the ability to choose. That our scripts are not pre-written.
Okay, ready? Oh, wait. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. No, I don't like that one. Okay, let's go that way. No, I don't like that
You wake up every day and, I'm me. And I will do what I want to do. And she thinks she's petting a turtle. He thinks he's filming her petting the turtle. She's just standing on a bridge, filming the turtles. We don't see it as, I guess what I'm saying is, we don't see it as one connected design. We don't see it as one thing. We see it as multiple different actors and characters in a grand story of some sort. That's how we see it. Each individual. Never considering the possibility that that's not true. You know, that is not what is happening. It doesn't enter our minds. We don't consider it. Because that would be an incredible, like it would be too, how shall I say it? If we were to believe that everything here is non-random, what is happening here right now in this scene is non-random. If we were to believe that for real, actually believe that, then nothing is a coincidence, right? And then we are in some ways, what's the right word? I don't think the word is helpless, but we are tied by invisible ropes to each other, to the environment. And that, I think most people don't want to consider that because it's too much. It's too much for the ego to accept. The ego wants to believe that it is the actor. It is, I am me, sir, and you are you. And so we see some people, and without knowing why, we dislike them. We see other people, and without knowing why, we like them. And on it goes. Kind of fascinating, I think, human behavior. A long time ago when I heard that song, people are people, so why should it be you and I get along so awfully? A long time ago. That is what, 91, I think. Way back. Oh well. Take care.